This is Cole Palmer.
It is Palmer!
This is Palmer again.
So I would have thought.
Yeah.
More on that in a moment, because here's Cole Palmer. It's Palmer! And we all know what happens next. Irresistible and seemingly unstoppable.
Now this is Bukayo Saka.
Timber available. Odegaard. Saka again. And still he goes on. And finishes in style. A glorious finish by Bukayo Saka.
Jorginho.
This is Saka again.
Managed to get the cross in. The shot.
Oh, what a finish! What a finish from Bukayo Saka! That went in like an absolute rocket.
Wide by Havertz.
Something has gone seriously wrong in 2025. Two of the Premier League's most electric talents have both hit a wall this year. Cole Palmer and Bukayo Saka are world-class English attackers who've been running the show. But 2025 has been brutal. Before we dive in, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments what country you're watching from. Shout out to everyone tuning in. Bukayo Saka broke out in 2021 and has been running things for Arsenal ever since. Cole Palmer's breakout came in 2023 after joining Chelsea from City. His first season at Chelsea was sensational. Palmer broke records left and right, became Chelsea's penalty specialist, and scored 4 goals in a single match against Everton. He single-handedly dragged Chelsea through tough moments and finished with a league-high 33 goal involvements. Nobody in the Premier League matched those numbers. Saka has always been that ruthless dribbler and creator, consistently topping assist charts and averaging 15 plus goals with even more assists per season. But 2025? Completely different story for both. Let's start with Cole Palmer because his numbers are absolutely shocking. In the 2025 to 2026 Premier League season, Palmer has 2 non-penalty goals. Just 2. Let that sink in. The man who lit up the league last season with his brilliance has only scored 2 non-penalty goals from open play in the Premier League this season and the whole of 2025. For a player of his caliber, for someone who was being mentioned alongside the very best attacking midfielders in world football, these numbers are catastrophic. He's also registered 0 assists in the Premier League so far this season. 0 goals from open play, 0 assists. That's not the Cole Palmer we know. That's not the player who dominated defenses and created magic out of nothing. And before you ask, yes, injuries have absolutely destroyed his season. Palmer picked up a groin injury in August 2025 that kept him out for weeks. Just when it looked like he was getting back to fitness and finding his rhythm again, disaster struck. In November, Palmer suffered a freak accident at home where he broke his toe. A broken toe might not sound like much to the average person, but for a footballer whose entire game depends on quick movements, sharp turns, and explosive bursts of pace, it's a seriously debilitating problem. The injury ruled him out of crucial fixtures against Burnley, Barcelona, and Arsenal. Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca confirmed Palmer wasn't available for any of those matches, and the Blues have really felt his absence on the pitch. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think injuries are the only reason for Palmer's struggles, or is there something more going on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you think, because this is a genuine question. Is it just bad luck with injuries, or has something changed in his game? Now, Bukayo Saka's 2025 hasn't been much better either. In the 2024 to 2025 season, Saka managed 6 Premier League goals and just 2 assists in the calendar year. Decent numbers on paper, but way below his usual standards. This current 2025 to 2026 season, 4 goals and just 2 assists in 16 Premier League games. 2 assists! For a player who's usually creating chances left and right, who's known for putting teammates through on goal and delivering inch-perfect crosses, his ability to unlock defenses. But this year, those numbers have dried up dramatically. And just like Palmer, injuries have completely wrecked Saka's year. In August 2025, Saka picked up a hamstring injury that the BBC reported would keep him out for up to 4 weeks. That's not as bad as the hamstring issue he suffered last season, which kept him out for over 3 months, but it still disrupted his rhythm completely. When you're constantly dealing with injuries, when you can't string together consistent performances week after week, it's almost impossible to find your best form and maintain the levels you're capable of. Saka came back from that 3-month injury layoff and was just starting to find his feet again when another hamstring problem hit. The timing couldn't have been worse. Don't get me wrong, both players are still world class. Their talent hasn't disappeared overnight. But the consistency, the numbers, the impact they've had in previous seasons just hasn't been there in 2025. However, and this is really important, both players have shown they can still produce absolute magic when it matters most. Cole Palmer, despite all his league struggles, has delivered some absolutely breathtaking performances in cup competitions this year. In May 2025, Chelsea faced Real Betis in the Conference League final. The Blues went behind early and looked shaky in the first half, struggling to break down Betis' defensive organization. But Palmer turned that game around almost single-handedly in the second half.
He really stepped forward. That's a great ball! And a goal for Chelsea! Enzo Fernandez timed his run to perfection. They found that moment of quality.
He was named man of the match after providing 2 brilliant assists that completely changed the momentum.
Great turn by Palmer, and his cross was great too! The turnaround is complete in Poland! Nicholas Jackson with the header, and no wonder he's smiling! This is brilliant from Chelsea!
His creativity, his vision, his ability to find teammates in dangerous positions was on full display. Palmer set up Enzo Fernandez for the equalizer with a perfectly weighted cross into the box. Then just 5 minutes later, he delivered another superb assist for Nicholas Jackson to put Chelsea ahead. The Blues went on to win 4-1, completing the comeback, and Palmer's performance in that final reminded everyone watching just how special he truly is. Then came the Club World Cup final in July against PSG, and Palmer delivered a performance that will go down in Chelsea history. In the final, Palmer was absolutely unplayable. He scored twice in the first half, both goals showcasing his incredible composure and finishing ability.
Back for Cole Palmer on the edge of the box. Cole Palmer scores! Chelsea with the lead in the Club World Cup final. Cole Palmer, the way opens up for Cole Palmer. He's done it again. 2 goals for Chelsea.
Then he turned provider, setting up João Pedro for Chelsea's 3rd goal. The Blues demolished PSG 3-0, and Palmer walked away with the golden ball as the tournament's best player. He finished with 3 goals and 2 assists across the entire competition, joint highest numbers in the tournament. So here's another question for you. When you see performances like those in the biggest finals, does it make Palmer's Premier League struggles even more confusing? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is he a big game player who just hasn't found his rhythm in the league? Or what's going on? Bukayo Saka also had incredible moments in the Champions League. Arsenal's quarter-final against Real Madrid was his showcase. In the first leg at the Emirates, Arsenal won 3-0 and Saka tormented Madrid's defense, winning 2 crucial free kicks that Declan Rice converted. In the second leg at the Bernabeu, Saka missed an early penalty but bounced back brilliantly. He scored in the 65th minute. Arsenal won 2-1, completing a 5-1 aggregate demolition. Saka finished with 9 goals and 6 assists in 16 Champions League appearances. Arsenal faced PSG in the semi-finals. PSG won the first leg 1-0, and Arsenal needed 2 goals in Paris. Saka scored a consolation to make it 2-1 on the night, but Arsenal lost 3-1 on aggregate and were eliminated. As 2025 closes, both have had frustrating years. The injuries, lack of goals, and assists have been incredibly disappointing for fans and the clubs alike. But we've seen glimpses of absolute brilliance. Palmer won both the Conference League and Club World Cup with man-of-the-match performances in both finals. Saka terrorized Real Madrid in the Champions League knockout stages. Heading into 2026, there's genuine hope both can rediscover their very best form. Palmer needs to stay healthy and build solid rhythm. For Chelsea, getting Palmer back to peak form could mean challenging for top 4 or the title race. For Saka, 2026, they finished second 3 times recently. Agonizingly close. They have the squad depth and the manager. They need their best players healthy. Saka is absolutely crucial to those ambitions. There's also the Champions League trophy to finally win. 2025 has been a rough year for both players. 2 non-penalty goals for Palmer in the Premier League, just 2 assists for Saka across. Multiple injury setbacks for both that have derailed their seasons. But football is a game of ups and downs, and every great player goes through difficult periods at some point in their career. I genuinely believe both Palmer and Saka have the mentality to bounce back stronger. Palmer went from barely playing at City to becoming Chelsea's most important player. Saka has overcome Euro 2020 heartbreak and injuries to become one of the world's best wingers. These aren't players who accept mediocrity. Hopefully in 2026, we'll see Palmer terrorizing defenses, scoring goals, and delivering those ice-cold penalties. We'll see him help Chelsea fight for Champions League football. And we'll see Saka in top form, helping Arsenal finally win that Premier League title after 3 close attempts. Both have given incredible memories and shown world-class ability. 2025 was difficult, but it's a chapter they can grow from. If you enjoyed this, smash that like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what Palmer and Saka need to do. Do you think they'll bounce back? I'll see you in the next one.